Cortes and I'm a critic, and I just want to say congratulations to Taylor Swift for saying yes to a football player in Travis Kelce. Congratulations on your engagement. And that's all I got to say. So today we're going to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. Hey everybody, I'm Cortes and I'm a critic, and we're concluding the 2025 NFL Rapid Fire Preview Show as the Kansas City Chiefs are looking to rebound after their second Super Bowl loss. Yes, I'm doing that intentionally to mock them. Loss. Okay, for all seriousness, even though the Chiefs did lose, they are still going for another record. Only the Buffalo Bills, funny enough of all franchises, are the only team that have gone to 4 straight Super Bowls. They lost them all, but that's besides the point. If the Chiefs goes again, they would have tied the Buffalo Bills for 4 straight Super Bowls, which means, like it or not, they need to do this 2 years in a row to break that record, because they love breaking records. But the time of this recording, Rashid Rice, the receiver they had who got that, let's call it a car accident, he has agreed / accepted / deal with it, a 6-game suspension. Some people think that it should be done later in the season, and quite frankly, I say shut up. But besides the point, Kansas City, you have still the biggest target on your back. Even though you guys didn't win the Super Bowl, you are still the Kansas City Chiefs. And every State Farm commercial I see, I cringe inside. But these are the 3 games that I think Chiefs fans should pay attention to. Week 8 versus the Washington Commanders. Now, what's cool about this one is this was very close to being our Super Bowl last year. And in a weird way, this is probably Mahomes' first case of saying, hey, remember when you played Brady and it was kind of a case of old football versus new football? Well, Mahomes, congratulations. You are now officially old football. Jaden Daniels is now the new football. And we all know that sometimes old football still gets the last laugh against youngsters. But, should still be a good game. The face of the NFL versus the future face of the NFL. 2 young quarterbacks with high expectations playing each other. And dare I say, could this be a Super Bowl preview? Well, I just said it, so I guess it's in stone that can melt in the sun, I guess. But yeah, this is more for the Commanders to see if they can compete with the big boys. But if for whatever reason the Chiefs stumble, I'm not going to ring the fire alarm, but I'm going to be like, uh-oh, and then just watch the catastrophe unfold on social media. But don't worry, so the Commanders come into Kansas City, that's okay. And then week 9, the next week, you go to Buffalo. A team that has had a very strong track record beating you guys in the regular season. But they cannot beat you in the playoffs, so quite frankly, it means nothing. But still, this is another matchup, just like the Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, Patriots and Colts thing. This game has more impact for the team when it comes to playoff position than it does just winner losses and bragging rights. So once again, we have another Chiefs and Bills matchup. More than likely is going to help determine who goes into the playoffs in what order from 1 to 2 to 2 to 3. But at the end of the day, this game really doesn't mean anything because we all know that more than likely Bills and Chiefs will probably play each other in the playoffs, and that will be more important than this Week 9 matchup. So good for bragging rights, but we all know it means nothing until January. And then we concluded with a Week 17 matchup versus Denver. Now, if the Chiefs have officially solidified their playoff positioning, they probably will play their backups in to rest their players, and then Denver will get an easy win. But if somehow the Bengals, the Ravens, the Bills played for real, and the Chiefs have to keep playing for real, you don't think Denver, that made the playoffs last year, will be hopefully still in contention by week 17? I would like to say they will be. Now, will they be competing for a division title? I'm not going to go that far. But I am going to say that Denver is not going to be resting their starters and on their laurels. No, no, no. So the Chiefs, this game could be determining a bigger factor on whether you guys have the number 1 seed or you have to play next week at the end of the regular season. So this game has bigger impacts that the Chiefs can't just say, we'll wait it out. Highest and lowest point. Even though the Chiefs did have a lot of one possession wins, they still got wins, so deal with it. 13-4. I still believe in the Chiefs defense, but Mahomes has been very adamant about he wants to get back to the high-scoring offense that he had early in his career. So Rice is out, but I'm still going to put hope that Mahomes and the Chiefs with Reed, they're going to get that offensive back where they score nearly 31 points a game. And if that's the case, then 13 wins seems a lot easier. But if it comes down to one-score games, I still like the Chiefs. When it comes to crunch time and they need a field goal, a touchdown, or whatever, they lock in more than any other team the past 5 years. So to me, 13-4 seems very makeable, especially if it comes down to one possession games. But if they happen to stumble, because not all great teams are great forever, 11 wins is good enough. Maybe to win the division? Maybe. But definitely 11 wins seems to be the lowest. I don't see this team going into the single digits. Unless, God forbid, a major injury like Mahomes has a ACL injury or something like that. That might be the only reason I can see the Chiefs falling below 10 wins. But 11-6 is the lowest I'll go. My MVP candidate has been my MVP for the past 3 seasons for the Chiefs, and it's not Patrick Mahomes. It's Chris Jones, the versatile defensive lineman. This man is the big boy on campus playing against kids in a game of backyard football. He may not get the statistical stats, but his presence, his ability just to move offensive tackles into the quarterback's, path of movement or trajectory of the throw has been detrimental into leading the Chiefs to winning those one possession games. And to me, yes, he doesn't have the stats to make it count, but to me, he is my MVP candidate for the Chiefs. And the verdict, Super Bowl. Until otherwise, I have to say Super Bowl. I have to. Every year I kept saying, no, they're there. So to me, Chiefs, Super Bowl bound, obviously. Whatever. And that's the Chiefs. You got 3 teams left. We're going to go to the Denver Broncos next to see if they can go mile high into the playoffs a second year in a row. And until then, I'm Cortez, and I'm a critic. Thank you so very much for watching.